Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. As you guys saw by the title, we'll be doing my drugstore everyday makeup routine. Here's the thesis. This is like some of these products are new, so this is like my drugstore everyday makeup routine for the foreseeable future. So a lot of these products you guys know I love. I've been using them nonstop. A couple of them are new that I feel like will be a great addition to this routine. So we're gonna test it out. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. I feel like I've been doing quite a few more like high-end focused, Sephora focused videos recently. So I wanted to pop in a drugstore one. Even though I had so many, I want to do a video of my Rare Beauty everyday makeup routine, like stuff like that. But I'm like, let's go drugstore because I know you guys love drugstore. I love drugstore, and I feel like I need to share some of these goodies with you. First, we're gonna go in. This is the Naturium. I don't want to say that. Naturium. Maybe it's Natrium. I don't know. Naturium. There's an extra U in there. But this is the Phyto-Glow lip balm. I have the shade Clear here. So if you guys don't know, this has been rumored to be very similar to the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. I think I've heard it like twice. I do think that they have their differences. And I was thinking about, because there's a shade of the, I like the clearer versions of the Summer Fridays, but I was like, okay, the next sale I could pick up like a spontaneous shade or something like that, and so I'm thinking of getting the shade Vanilla Beige, and so I was like, well, I could just look if they have a similar shade, but honestly, I was like, no, it's just something about this formula isn't as perfect as the other one. I think this one is just thicker, so first of all, it's super hard to get out of here. It just comes out so slow. It reminds me of the e.l.f. Bite-sized lip balms or whatever they were called. Were they? No, not bite-sized. This one, the e.l.f. They were the lip balms that were like in the round packaging. And they were so hard to squeeze out. That's what this reminds me of. But honestly, it's a nice lip balm. So I'll use this one, probably use it up. It's nice. It feels good. It feels moisturizing. It is a little bit thicker than the Summer Fridays though. And so I feel like the Summer Fridays is a little bit more like melts into the lips kind of vibe, but since this one's thicker, it might last a little bit longer. I don't know for sure, but I really like it so far. I did just want to mention that though. You can get it on Amazon as well. I also have been loving the Fourth Ray Beauty Who Are You lip balm. If you guys could get it, I don't know. I know nothing about that. All right, let's jump in. First things first, I'm gonna go in with this. I have not used this yet, but this is the e.l.f. Skin Well Glow Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen, sun protection and makeup primer. I paid like $0 for this because had the mini restocked on e.l.f.'s website, and I had some points, and so I used like most of my points or whatever for this, and so I'm very excited about that. But I didn't want the full size because I'm very skeptical when it comes to certain products. I'm like, I just don't want it to break me out. That's the thesis. Even if it's pretty, I don't want it to break me out. And so I was like, let's just try mini. And then if I like it, maybe the full size will be in stock somewhere for me to purchase it. Because I don't even know if it's in stock anywhere. But I'm very excited to try this. So it comes out like this. Wow, it's thicker than I thought it would be. But it smells like sunscreen, and I love the smell of sunscreen. I'm one of those freaks. Ooh. Oh my gosh, you could tell it's glowy. You can see the difference between like my forehead. Oh crap, my forehead and my face down here. I added a lot, but you're supposed to put a lot on anyway of sunscreen. I love to be outside, I really do. And I really like the e.l.f. Sunscreen. The Holy Hydration face cream with SPF 30 I really like, but the Holy Hydration face cream has been scaring me a little bit. I don't know if it's like adding to my breakouts or what it is doing. I'm just gonna add a second layer because I put too much on anyway. I don't know what it's doing to my skin, so I stopped using the regular one, and so I'm scared to use the sunscreen version. And I honestly haven't thought about it till this moment, honestly, but this honestly feels really nice. I could see myself wearing this all summer because it looks so gorgeous. It feels nice. It does feel like a primer, which I appreciate for like my personal use, because I could see myself using this and only this as like a primer and not necessarily as a skincare product. although I probably could use that. I just couldn't see myself putting something on top of this because it looks so pretty and so glowy. Like I wouldn't want to put, yeah, it says plus makeup primer, so I wouldn't want to put another primer on top. But I really like it so far. It smells so good, it feels so good, and honestly, I hate most of e.l.f.'s primers, not gonna lie. So this is doing big things for me. All right, I just wanted to give another a different shout out in case you like the e.l.f. Or I just need to calm down for a second. I wanted to give something else another shout out just in case you use this more as a skincare, or like you want this but also a different option that's not glowy, you have oily skin, whatever the case may be. I love this freaking stuff. This is the NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum and Primer with electrolytes. I honestly didn't realize how much I liked it until I was reaching for this all the time. And the thing with this one is it's not super glowy. It's nothing too much is what I like about it. It's not super tacky, but it gives this like a bit of hydration, a bit of, and it's not a glow necessarily. It's more of like a radiance almost. It's not even, because it doesn't look glowy like this, it just looks hydrated and juicy, a little bit of juiciness, but then it also has a little bit of tack so that your makeup sticks on for a little bit longer. And I think this one does that so well, because if you hate the e.l.f. grip primers or the Milk makeup and you think they're too sticky, this one's really nice because it's not too sticky. You can even it out across your face super easily, and I appreciate that, but it also does have a bit of tack so that your makeup does last longer. So I think if you're someone who, any of those options, I would get this. It is expensive. They do have minis, which I would try a mini, but I love this so much that honestly, I don't know if I'd repurchase it, not right away just because I have so many primers, but like I would recommend it for the $20. It's $17, but I would say this is probably $20 primer in my opinion. So there's that. I am really liking the e.l.f. though right now because it feels good, really good. I'm very excited. Okay, next we're gonna go in with a holy grail, a baby, the love of my life. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the shade N5 Neutral Medium. I feel like I haven't worn this in so long, but I've been trying out so many freaking foundations, and honestly all of them have been high end and not good. I'm just like, girl, I don't need to have that many foundations honestly, but they have just been coming out, and so I'm like, oh, I'll try that, and they've all been like awful. I'm like, you do not need to spend a lot on a foundation, because honestly, this one is better than all the high-end ones that I've tried recently. That includes the Say one, that includes the Makeup by Mario one, that includes the Tarte Glow one. So many new foundations. I'm just like, girl. The NARS Light Reflecting I've tried. The Patrick Ta. This one is better than all of those. All of those. This is your first video of mine and you've only seen me use this one time. It's a more natural finish, medium coverage. You can build it up a little bit, but again, it's not going to get super high coverage, but you can also sheer it out a little bit if you wanted to, not put too much today. I didn't put too much on because I really want this like sheer kind of vibe, but it is such a beautiful finish. It's such a beautiful natural finish. You can kind of wear it however you want. If you want to wear it more matte, you can. If you want to wear it more luminous, you can. It's the perfect foundation, and honestly I wouldn't have picked it up if they didn't repackage it. So if this is your sign, if you needed a sign, here's your sign to go pick this up, because it honestly is super good. And I think the term like super blendable foundation is perfect for it, because it just blends like a dream, but it blends in with all the products you're using. It melts into the face so beautifully. It looks like skin. It is so good. And I think that it says True Match, True Match. Obviously, I think they have a lot of True Match lines, but I honestly think like this probably wouldn't be my perfect shade initially, but I feel like when it melts into the face and like just the way it works with your skin, it ends up like being my perfect match. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm horrible at picking shade. I've been better recently since I've gotten this one, but like not recently. I was better a little bit ago. I got worse right now, but this one was a really good match for me, honestly. I'm honestly going to just take that under the eyes, just lightly. Again, I want this to be super, again, this is the vibe I'm going for. Just very lightweight, very sheer, my skin is winning, but I kind of want, obviously, foundation to perfect it. This side of my head, man, it's just trying to get me. Okay, because I'm not going to go in with any concealer. So next we're just going to go in with the NYX HD Finishing Powder. I love, love, love. This is shade Translucent. I love this stuff so much, and I gave it a break for a little bit, but we're back and we're better, and it's so good, and I'm so mad I stopped using it. I didn't stop using it, I just got other stuff, and honestly, my Kosas Cloud Set is the love of my life. And this one is not, honestly, it's not too far off from the Kosas. I feel like this one is a little bit more setting, but it looks a little bit more setting. The Kosas is a little bit more luminous. So I feel like that's obviously the main difference, but you can see the difference. It kind of just looks more set, smooth, even, and not as super glowy as it does over here. And I appreciate that, especially for the summer, the warmer days, even though today is freaking freezing. I appreciate that for the warmer days, because when I'm starting to sweat, or like when my oils start to come out on my forehead, I've learned my forehead is just oily. I think I have combo skin, like dry skin and oily forehead. I don't know what it is, but anyway, I like this because it makes it stay in place all day long, and I think it just looks, even adds to the skin-like effect, where it just makes my skin look smooth and normal and not super glowy or not super dry, and it's perfect. So yes, my skin looks so good. So good. So good. All right, next we're going to go in with another tried and true favorite product. This is the Colourpop, Lord have mercy. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Bronzer in the shade Dream Vaca. I've talked about this nonstop recently. I mean, for a while now. I just love it so much. I think it's one of the best cream bronzers. Well, this is like a more cream to powder bronzer. So, you'll see my cream bronzer ranking eventually. And I honestly didn't rank this one because I was like, it's kind of a cheat, because I wouldn't wear a powder on top of this, but I also wouldn't wear like a cream under this. So I feel like it's like a cream to powder, which is one of the only ones I have. So I did talk about this a little bit and how much I loved it and how good it was. But I didn't talk about, like, I didn't rank it because I was like, it's kind of like a weird combo, but it's so pretty. It's so natural. You could just see, again, it adds to that like skin-like kind of effect. It just looks smooth. It looks even. I look a little bit sun-kissed. It is so perfect, and I love this formula for that because it's buildable. I do think, like, you know, you're going to be dipping in here a lot, and it's just because it's not super pigmented off the bat. You kind of got to build it up. But I appreciate that, again, because it adds to this vibe, this effect of, like, it's just my skin, you know? It's not makeup, I swear it's my skin, and I love that kind of effect. And I think this bronzer is so foolproof. So if you're someone on any budget, you can get them at, I believe you can get them, can you get them at Target? I don't know. But they're super affordable. You can get them at Ulta, I know that. But again, they're super affordable, and you can't go wrong. So I love it, 10 out of 10. I want to hit pan so bad. You can see the little ring in there, but so good. I'm like obsessed with my makeup right now. My makeup has not looked this good in a hot minute because, again, I've told you I've been trying some foundations that are just not perfection. They're just not it. All right, let's go on the star of the show, blush. So I really wanted to wear this blush today, and this is kind of what inspired this video, is that I know the goal for summer is just this hot pink, like, not hot pink, like this beautiful, like, red, bright kind of blush. And so for my vibe for the summer, I should say, I don't know about everyone else's vibe. So I have a few mentions here, but let me just clean this brush real quick. So real quick, I wanted to mention, first of all, I love the Colourpop powder bronzer blush formula. I think their powder highlighters are terrible, but all the powder blushes I've tried are really, really good that are in this packaging, because their heart blushes were also not that good. So I don't know what it is. But I wanted to give a mention to these two here. These are both from the High School Musical collection. I believe they are half off right now. So I think they're phasing this collection out because it's been, you know, almost a year that they've had it. But I think so. They think they're half off. But this is the shade Freaky Genius Girl. I love this color. If you're someone with medium tan skin tone and you're just looking for that kind of brighter pink blush that baby doll pink that everyone's been obsessed with, this is a pretty close one, but it's really nice for like tan skin tones because it doesn't look white or ashy or anything like that. I'm just gonna blend it out. It just looks so beautiful, but it has that brightness, that pink to it that is perfect. And I really want to hug the Colourpop people for this one, because again, I can pretend to do this trend or whatever, or be on this wavelength that's these same people as these other influencers, but it doesn't have to look bad on me. And so I really love this blush. And then the shade Playoffs is also perfect because it's just a more neutral kind of color. It has a little bit of depth to it. It is so perfect for most looks. I honestly use the same finger, girl. It's so perfect for most looks, and it has a little bit of pink to it. You can see it here, but it's really more of like a burnt pink, if you will. It has just this beautiful depth for, again, my medium tan skin tone girls, and I think these two colors are perfect. They're a little bit brighter for spring, summer kind of vibes, but they're not like gonna look hideous or not show up on your face. You know what I'm saying? I think that was so perfect. I think Colourpop has really, every time they come out with powder blushes, that's the first thing I look for if I'm gonna buy one of them, because usually they're really on brand and on trend right now, but they always add something a little extra to it, and I appreciate it, especially because Colourpop is notorious for having super light collections and like light for lighter skin tones, but I think these two were definitely a little bit better for my medium tan skin tone girls. Also this one, this is from the Alice in Wonderland collection, the shade Silence. It was sold out too, which usually their Super Shock blushes don't sell out, but this one I did see sold out. This one is a little bit punchier. I can show you them all side by side. This one's a little bit more like watermelon, I should say, and not super like pink. All right, you can see them all together. This one, these two are kind of similar, but honestly, this one's a little bit brighter, a little bit more like reddy pink. The other one's a little bit more neutral. I'll drop that one. This one is a little bit more neutral. This one's a little bit reddy, more red pink-ish. So there's difference. I like them all, and I'm so glad I have them all. I know that I just spoke about that for 10 minutes, but I really wanted to give them a shout out because I love them. Ugh. I'm just taking a stippling brush, dipping in lightly, tapping off the excess, starting in the back, and just lightly building it up because this color is so punchy, but it is the vibe. It is the vibe. It's a vibe. I'm also going to go in with a angled brush, build it up a little bit. Just to, it's like that sunburnt color. I love it. I love it. Without getting sunburnt. Without the effects of being sunburnt. Bring it up to my temple, just blend it out with this. Blend it out on the nose. A little crazy. That's the thing too. I feel like this could work for even darker skin tones as well, like deeper skin tones. And so it is super, super pigmented, but it is buildable. So just, you know, don't go ham like I went ham. But I'm going to bring it up here as well. See, this is yes, just a punchy blush, just like so cute, so supple. I brought a highlighter. I love my Dobby highlighter from the Super Shock highlighter from Colourpop, but I'm not going to wear it today because, again, I wanted the vibe to just be like blush focused, but I wanted to show you guys this because I love this highlighter. It is so good. It's my perfect highlighter that I will also be wearing all summer when I feel like it. It is just so gorgeous, and I love the Super Shock highlight. I love the Super Shock formula, the highlighters and the blush, I mean, and the bronzers. I do like the blushes as well, but their powder, something should be said about their powder blush formula. Okay, let me move on because, again, this video is mad long. Next, we're going to go on, this is the Wet n Wild and Peanuts Shake It Like a Snow Globe illuminating face mist. You can't get this anymore, but I had no other illuminating face mist, and I wanted something, an illuminating face mist. I would probably use like Morphe Continuous Setting Spray as well if you have that one, just because I want something to add life to it, but I want a little bit of luminosity. So if you want just like something a little bit of life but not glow, then go with the Morphe like Continuous Setting Mist. But if you want glow, Wet n Wild knows what's up. I gotta let me know what other glowy setting sprays are good from the drugstore. My fan is dead. I gotta take it home and charge it. Because I love this one. Again, it was limited edition. But I know the, actually that's the, so yes, this one was limited edition, but they have, I believe, a similar one in the new, not Muppets, what are they called? I don't know what they're called. It's the Van Count, something like that, Von Count setting spray, I believe. What is it called? Sesame Street. Woo! Can't believe I got that. Anyway, I'm just trying to calm the blush down a little bit, but I'm obsessed with this, again, vibe. Okay, let me do brows really, really quick. So, I have, I have 3 products here. First, we're going to go in with the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I love this brow pencil so freaking much. I think it is the best from the drugstore. It's like $3. It's super creamy, but not so creamy that it'll just kind of slip off. It will perfectly draw out your brow hairs and your brow line, but it's going to stay there, and I love it. It's like a nice waxy formula. I know that sounds kind of bad, but it's like, again, it's just that perfect combo of smooth and holdable, which I guess just translates to waxy. This is the shade Espresso. Express yourself. And then we're going to go in with the Colourpop Feather Effect Brow Pen. I love this brow pen. It is one of my favorites. It is my favorite from the drugstore. I think it's $6, maybe $9. But it is super inexpensive, and the size of it is perfect because it is so small that it actually does like the perfect brow strokes. And honestly, like, it's hard to even see it like going. You can see, but it just adds the perfect small brow hairs, and I just appreciate it so freaking much. And then in June, I'm so excited because in June I will be doing like probably a makeup I'm loving so far in the year, and this will definitely get a huge shout out. This is the Essence Fix It Like a Boss Transparent Brow Fixing Gel. I love this stuff. I love it for my brows because it actually holds onto your brows. It is more hairspray brow-like, but it's not super hairspray where you feel like you can't move or express yourself. I feel like it's hold enough though that you know your brows are not gonna fall or move or anything like that. And so I love this formula. I love it for my baby hairs. That's how I just trap them. I was just like, go, go, go. You can pop it in your head up here. It is your baby hairs. It is perfection, and it will hold them just like a gel or like a hairspray or whatever you would use, and it's perfect. Again, it's not super tight where you're like, oh my gosh. It's like the perfect hairspray brow gels and brow gel. I've said that before, but it's hard to explain. But this is so good and super, super affordable. I love, love, love this. So real quick, I am going to go in with the Hard Candy Long Wear Setting Spray. This is just the 12-hour wear one. It just has like cucumber extract, it says, but it's just super, basically just for longevity, and I want this makeup to look just like this and look like this for the entire day. This is my go-to from the drugstore. They also do have a glowy one, so actually, honestly, if you don't have the Wet n Wild, can't get anything similar from Wet n Wild, Hard Candy does have the Sheer Envy Glow setting spray, which I've used and love. I have like a little bit left though, so I've been using it nonstop, so I didn't want to use it again today. But Hard Candy makes bomb setting sprays, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Next, let's do mascara really, really fast. So I have two options here. I'm actually gonna go in with the Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara because I remember loving this. I just haven't used it in a hot minute. The other option is the Essence Lash Princess. The thing is that I used the green one, and I heard someone else saying this, and I was like, there's no way. Like, this mascara is the best. Like, there's no way that it was flaking or anything like that. But I wore the green one, the regular Lash Princess, for an entire day of work, and honestly, y'all, I've never had smudging or flakes on my face from my mascara, and that one done it. I was like, what in the heck? I was literally all day, every time I would go into the bathroom, I'm like, what is going on here? And so I was just so annoyed that I don't even want to use the pink one, even though I really like the pink one a lot. I've been starting to like the pink one better than I liked the green one anyway. But I wanted to give this one another go because I remember just loving this mascara, and I used the whole one up, although mascara is not that hard. But again, I think this one will just be a better vibe for me too. I really like voluminous, thick, juicy, long lashes, but something so beautiful about that just long, girly, wispy lash. And this is giving it to me right now, where it's just like long and fluttering and just like open, but not super like voluminous and like not super, it doesn't look like a freaking false lash, you know what I'm saying? This one's just more au natural. And I love that. But don't get me wrong, it's not like a everyday mascara. This one is super, super long and super, you can see, like, just girly. Like, this is one I'm going to my cousin's wedding soon that I might bring to that, just because it's super pretty. But, like, also it's not, like, super thick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes any sense. But this one is from Essence is super curl and volume heavy, so the volume is definitely more in that one if you like that better. But I've used that so much too because I only have like 5 mascaras that I didn't want to use that one again. Okay, I actually just added a little bit of this one to the lower lashes. Just to add a little something, something. Super pretty. Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. Don't mind the mascara on my nose. All right, last but certainly not least, we have lip gloss. I'm so excited to try the NYX Fat Lip Drip Oil. Whatever the freak the name is. I have the shade Newsfeed. I was looking everywhere for this shade because I want, again, just the vibe. I feel like this is exactly what I want for all of summer. It's like just this juicy. I love NYX lip glosses, and this one better not disappoint. What does that smell? Is it strawberry? Cherry? Or a fruit? I don't know. It's one of those fruits. Oh my, yes. Most of my lip glosses are clear, and so I wanted something with a little bit of color, and this is giving it to me. It's here. This is it. This is my summer 2023 vibe. All freaking summer. All summer long. I'm about it. This lip gloss is nice. It's thick, but it's not like overly goopy or anything like that. It just makes my lips feel voluptuous and juicy, but they also feel super moisturized and not dry at all, so I appreciate that as well underneath. Like, they don't feel like this is sitting on top of my dry, cracked lips. No, it like really moisturized my lips. Obviously, I put the lip mask on too earlier, but this color is exactly what I wanted. Just a little bit of something that wasn't clear but wasn't like super bright red. This is literally giving it to me. I know this video is so freaking long, but I really needed to mention everything and just talk a lot because that's just me. I think that is everything, guys. What do you think? What do you think? This is the vibe I'm going for. Again, just a super poppy blush, very just lightly bronzed, not overly bronzed. Beautiful blush, silence, a juicy lip that looks like, you know, that popsicle lip stain, and then just a very girly wispy lash. Stunning. Stunning. You don't need to do all the steps for the brows, but honestly, that's just what I would do. And then this foundation, 10 out of 10. I love the way this primer looks as well. I think it adds perfectly, just a light luminosity, but not overly glowy. I love this setting powder. I think it'll be a great little thing to have on me, with me at all times on vacation. So that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you recreate this look, because honestly, I'm obsessed, and I know a lot of you guys will be as well, so definitely let me know. Yes, I love you guys so much. So the scripture for today I have is Ephesians 2 verse 8 through 9. It says, for it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so no one can boast. And obviously there are plenty of translations of that, but I think it's so important to remember, like, the only reason why we're here is for God. And so if you want to talk about it, have any questions, definitely follow my Instagram. We can chat there. This is not a promo or anything like that. This is literally just so we can talk about it. If you have any questions, let me know. I think I'm just going to start picking it up again when I remember. So yes, that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.